If you're a fan of the channel or have watched any of my videos, you probably already know how much I talk about smartphone photography and how much has changed over the last couple of years. Over the last decade, imaging sensors in our smartphones have gotten a lot bigger, and the software that's used to process those images has evolved immensely. But the technology isn't just used for the devices that we carry around in our pockets anymore these days. It's now being used in devices like this, the 70mm 4K A810 dashcam, to deliver much better video quality than what the competition has to offer. But before we jump into the specs and tell you all about this device, let's do a quick unboxing to see what you get when you buy this dashcam. 70mm is one of the leading players in the dashcam space and sells over 1.5 million units each and every year, and the #1 brand in a handful of countries within that dashcam segment for the past 2 years. The unboxing experience is pretty simple, but 70mm gives you everything that you need to get the dashcam securely installed in your vehicle. There's a dedicated instruction manual with everything that you need to walk you through the entire process, and then there's the main 70mm 4K A810 dashcam, which features 4 buttons on the front for navigating the system functions and the menu, a large color display, and then on the sides you'll find the display on and off button, micro SD card slot, USB-C port for power, and the video in port for that secondary camera. That's right, this system comes with a second camera that can be used to mount on the rear window of your car. Just like that main camera, the angle of the rear camera is also adjustable. There's an extension video cable that's long enough to reach the back of your vehicle and an adhesive mount for that main camera. A small pry tool to help with cable management, just to clean things up, and a power cable and a cigarette port adapter to power everything that you see here. 70mm also sent over their wiring kit that's needed to hardwire the dashcam into the vehicle. This is going to be needed for a handful of features that's used when the car is turned off, but the dashcam can still be activated, and we'll get to those in a couple minutes. So let's take a minute to talk about what sets this dashcam apart from the competition. While there are a lot of dashcams on the market that do offer dual camera setups, this is the first to market with 4K HDR video capture from this main camera, but also HDR video capture from the rear camera as well. On top of that, this is the first of 2 dashcams that are on the market that's using the new Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 imaging sensor. And for those who know anything about cameras, you already know that Sony is a leader in image sensors. And the new Starvis 2 IMX678 is a 1/1.8 inch 8 megapixel sensor with backside illumination, near infrared capabilities as well for capturing clearer images in extremely low light conditions, 4K video resolution to ensure more details are captured, and also HDR video recording to improve contrast and color in difficult lighting conditions. Compared to the previous generation Sony IMX415, the new sensor is 68% larger, with a photosensitivity area that's 90% larger for capturing more light. Compared to that traditional technology, the IMX678 delivers a clear improvement in image quality, 2.5x improvement in dynamic range, 4x improvement in overall photosensitivity, while also reducing power consumption by 30%. On top of that new and improved imaging sensor, 70mm is also using its MyColor Vivid Plus image processing to improve exposure, white balance, and a specifically tuned strategy that allows the dashcam to better process text in the middle of the sensor so that license plate numbers and signs are more legible. The main camera also features a large f1.8 aperture lens that lets in an incredible amount of light, which makes videos captured in low light situations as crisp as possible. Getting the 70mm 4K A810 dashcam installed is actually pretty simple. Just plug in the included cables and the cigarette lighter connector, and then mount the main camera on the windshield and the second camera on the back window. The hard part is actually the cable management. The included pry tool should help in getting the cables hidden behind the trim of the vehicle, but there may be a few spots that the cables show if you're not willing to put in a little bit of extra work, taking things apart and wiring everything so that the cables are completely hidden. But let's jump into some videos that we've captured over the last couple days to give you a clear idea of what you can expect in everyday use from this dashcam. As you can see, the footage here is incredibly clear thanks to that 4K resolution and HDR capabilities of the imaging sensor. You get a lot of detail here that you would typically lose on other devices. If you are coming from a competing dashcam, one of the first things you'll probably notice is that the skies are actually blue as opposed to being completely blown out. The added dynamic range that this new Sony sensor is capable of capturing means that the dashcam is able to better capture the details and the highlights and the lowlights much better at the same time. To improve performance in low light conditions, the dashcam uses 70mm night owl vision that allows the dashcam to capture clearer video in difficult lighting conditions. As you probably know, image sensors have a hard time capturing crisp images in low light since the ISO typically needs to be cranked up really high, introducing a whole lot of noise. But that definitely isn't the case here, and the results are a lot better than what I was expecting. As you can see, the license plate numbers are clearly legible when you zoom in, even if the vehicle's not directly in front of you, making this one of the best dashcams that I've used so far for capturing videos at night. The dashcam also has a built-in G sensor that will activate the emergency video feature when you slam on your brakes while driving, or if it simply detects that you've been in a collision. These video files that are recorded are then stored in a separate folder on your micro SD card so that you can quickly access them later on and separate them out from all the other videos that you're recording. While that main camera does have 4K video capabilities, the rear camera is limited to 1080p, but the quality is still quite good, thanks to the HDR video capture capabilities, even while recording video at night. Having a camera on the front and the rear of your vehicle allows you to record a much better representation of the driving conditions all around your vehicle, and also keeping an eye on the drivers that are around you as well, just in case you're in an accident. The last two features I want to mention are pretty cool. 70mm has included a smart parking guardian mode. Its AI detection system monitors the human movement in front of your vehicle when it's turned off. The algorithm then detects suspicious human figures in front of your car and then starts recording 30-second videos. And then that second feature is the ability to capture time lapses as well. But both of these are only capable or accessible when you hardwire the dashcam into your vehicle so that it can be used when the car is turned off. Without it, it's not gonna work. While I've had my fair share of dash cams over the years in all the different vehicles that I've owned, I actually stopped using them a couple years back simply because I was frustrated with the video quality and the overall user experience. But with the 70mm 4K A810 dash cam, this thing has actually changed my mind, and I suspect I'm going to be using this for quite some time. If you want to know more details about this dash cam, be sure to check out the link in the video description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.